All right, greetings to you. If you just joined me, my name is Daddy Fred, welcoming you all to the program here on the Announcer newspaper. You can share the video live wherever you may be. The video is transmitted live on Facebook on the Announcer newspaper. At the same time, YouTube on the Announcer newspaper. Today, we're going to talk about the Electoral Commission and whatever they've come out with, and what are some of the things that the political parties in Ghana are talking about. Stakeholders, what are they also saying? We're going to talk about all this into detail. My name is Daddy Fred. Ghana's Electoral Commission has officially fixed a date, and they're saying that on the 18th of April, they are going to commence the compilation of a new voters register. So if you're watching me and you are in Ghana, write the date down. 18th of April. Just go to the nearest center and register. There are so many things that they'll ask from you when you go there for the registration. They'll ask for either your license, your ID card, that is a Ghana card, or your passport. That will identify you that really you are a Ghanaian. Greetings to you, those who have joined me, those who are watching me on Facebook. Greetings to you, those who are also watching me on YouTube. Greetings to you. Frida Free. Greetings, good morning to you, and also to you, Abena Matthias. How are you doing? Now, the Electoral Commission. A lot of people are saying so many things about the Electoral Commission. There were stories around that Electoral Commission wanted to work against the opposition National Democratic Congress and then favor the incumbent government, that is the MPP, so that they can rig the election for the MPP. Is it true? How can they rig the election? Now, the fact of the matter is that the Electoral Commission has stated, and I'm echoing what they say, they stated that the biometric registers are outmoded, outdated, and needed to be changed. They are going to save good money for changing those registers, those biometric machines. The machines are there for you to go and verify yourself. You put your fingers on them, and it will be able to verify you that you are the actual person before you go for the voting. Now, if it is outdated, it implies that when you go there and you put your fingers on them, you are not going to get opportunity to vote because it will not recognize you unless they do. Oh, do you know this person? Do you know this person? Oh, this person is this. Now we have to take this, we have to analyze this critically. Elections in Ghana come 2020, come December. It's not easy elections. It is going to determine who will represent Ghana, who will pursue the developmental agendas for the people in the country. And if the election is not credible, consider the gravity of situations, the suffering that Ghanaians will go through. That is why the Electoral Commission has stated that upon assumption of power or assumption of office, Jane Mensah has seen so many negative things at the Electoral Commission that needs to be changed. That is why she is calling for new voters register and new biometric verification devices so that everything will be new. So if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. The opposition National Democratic Congress is saying that no. They don't believe that will help. They should keep the old voters register and keep the old biometric register. My brother, my sister, if you have a computer in your house, are you able to access your computer yourself because it belongs to you? You have your password to your computer, so you can access it yourself. But when you go to the control room of the Electoral Commission, they have machines sitting there. Ghana is paying about $4 million every month, and the machines are sitting there. Nobody knows how to operate the machine. They don't have access to the machines. They don't even their password. They don't have opportunity to log into the machines. Those are the machines they are going to use to determine the future of the country. Don't think it's not the right thing to be done. So the Electoral Commission, upon analyzing the situation critically, and then more so, they have what we call source code. Source code. Only the vendor, if I say the vendor, those who control the machines remotely, they are living in different countries. and they are controlling Ghana's Electoral Commission's machine for them. They are the only people who know the source code. They are the only people who can go into the computers, can go into the system. And Ghana is paying $4 million to them every year, annually. Now, the Electoral Commission, upon looking at the situation, they said that no, it don't help a country. How can you pay this huge sum of money to maintain equipment that the Electoral Commission IT staffs are not able to access them? And the integrity of the Electoral Commission will be compromised as well, because the foreigners who control the machines can manipulate. This has been the reason why the Electoral Commission wanted to change the voters register, biometric registration machines and other things. I'm surprised that the NDC and some political parties are doing demonstrations, going here and there, criticizing against that, of which you know that Ghana does not control the machines. And a country, yourself, a country with your own sovereignty, that, oh, I am a Ghanaian, a Ghana, and you don't have access to machines that you're using to conduct elections. You just go there and somebody's controlling for you. It's not right. And the machines too are outdated. Every computer you have annually or periodically, you update them. You update the computer, you do this, new app, they do that. But they don't have opportunity to update the software, the system. So as a result of that, the Electoral Commission of Ghana insists that the current kits are outdated and needed to embark on new registration to bring the commission to speed on the way forward ahead the next elections in December. The commission said the compilation of a voters register and acquisition of the biometric verification devices would only boost the credibility and integrity of elections. It is going to boost the credibility and integrity of elections. So as I'm speaking to you now, I also have information which is very simple. The Electoral Commission, the path that the Electoral Commission has chosen to pursue, they are saving the country 173 million Ghana cedis. 173 million Ghana cedis, what could be used to do so many things in the country. Even if you want to embark on any project, they can use to support that. They've saved up, they are going to save the country. That money, 173 million Ghana cedis. At the same time, they are going to get new voters register. The old ones that are seriously bloated are not going to be used. New ones that will be able to capture your face, facial recognitions, and then your fingers as well. So why is it that with all those benefits, people are kicking against? Reasons are that they believe that, or the people, those who are kicking against, accusing the Electoral Commission for taking stance. I'll come to that. Now, listen to this very, very important message. The Electoral Commission has fixed April 18th this year for the commencement of a compilation of a new voters register with the hope of completing the exercise by May 30th to 2020. This will be followed by the exhibition of a register from August 15th to 28th, 2020. So after the compilation of a new voters register, it will be followed by exhibition. So you go there to see whether your name is on the register. And you know another point? One very important issue is that when they finish compiling the new voters register, all political parties will be given copies. You have your copy, this person will have his copy, this party will have. So why is it that you are now crying foul? I don't understand. The copies will give you details of whatever has transpired. You can cross-check everything yourself. My brother, Ghana's election 2020, they shouldn't be taking it as a joke, because it is very important election. So everything needed to be done possible to ensure that Ghana gets credible, free, and fair elections. Elections that will not result in violence, bribery, cheating, intimidation, and abuse of incumbency. Those are the things that we're looking at. Elections that will help Ghana to develop. Ghana to develop. Ghanaians elections are meant for developmental decisions. Elections are meant for developmental decisions. They are not meant only to elect leaders. The leaders just come to occupy various positions to implement developmental agenda of a country. So it is important to elect leaders who will be able to think about your fare, your welfare, your standard of living, what is in you, whatever you can do to help you to survive. That is what is important. So the Electoral Commission, reasons of compiling new voters register should be laudable. They need to be praised for that. We don't need to condemn them right away. We don't need to argue with them right away. Now, under every democratic dispensation, anyway, greetings to you, Millie Lawrence in UK. Greetings to you. You're watching me on Facebook, you're watching me on YouTube. Greetings to everyone who is watching me now. The reason why, for every democratic dispensation, there should be debate, of which one will stand for either I am for, or another person will say I am against. So Electoral Commission has come out. They put a table before us to make decisions. But the decision has already been taken. No matter any influence, the decision has been taken. So as I'm speaking to you, if you have a family member, tell your family member to go to any polling station center on April 18th to register. They should go along with their voters, they should go along with their Ghana card, their passport, or lances, driving lances. That will use as identification for them to be able to be given opportunity to register. Now, if you will elect leaders to pursue developmental agendas for you, it means that the developmental projects that they are pursuing, they are going to do that to raise your standard of living, right? Now, the NDC is saying that the Electoral Commission decision to compile new voters register, the EC's posture is injurious to democracy. That means they want to say it is injurious to democracy. It's not good for democracy. Why are they describing Jane Mensa, the posture of Jane Mensa? The posture is simple. It's not comparative to what Sharon Sase was doing. She has made it clear to the people of Ghana. Why is it important for the country to get new voters registered? The benefit that will come out if Ghana gets new voters registered. Because new voters registered, there wouldn't be any form of cheating. Everything will be transparent. So if you have any concern, speak to your polling station agents. They are the people who will compile the voters, who will compile the results at the end of voting. The Electoral Commissioner, Jane Mensa, will be in Accra. She cannot travel to Tamale to go and rig the election for MPP. When you finish voting, they transfer all the results to her. She may be in Accra by then, so they transfer every result to her, and she will compile the results, tableize the results, and come out with whatever you decided. So I'm surprised that people have been agitated. Oh, the Electoral Commission wants to do the Electoral Commission. My brother, according to the NDC, let me give you more details about what the NDC is saying, particularly Sankara. The Director of Elections of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, Mr. Elvis Ankra, has said the posture of the Electoral Commission, EC, on the compilation of a voters register is inimical to the country's peace and democratic development. He said the EC, by its stance, had also shown disrespect to the Commission's eminent advisory committee and other well-meaning Ghanaians who had agreed to mediate in the disagreement over the compilation of a new voter register. What is the disagreement? And what is why is they saying disagreement? What is that? You express yourself that the new voters register, you don't want the electoral commission to compile new voters register. The electoral commission that has been mandated by the people of Ghana to organize free and fair election has come out that they've given reason, so many reasons why they are going to compile new voters register. Very tangible reasons why they need new voters register. But still, people are accusing the electoral commission, arguing that, oh no, the electoral commission wants to do this, the electoral commission wants to do this. You see, it's your own decision. But the fact is, the date has already been fixed. Parliament has approved budget for them to embark on that project. The electoral commission has also fixed date for after the voting, after the compilation of the register, people can go and then check their names, the exhibition of voters register. So what is our concern? The only thing is that if you have any concern, just go out and then do your campaign. Tell the people of Ghana, come out with your manifesto that these are the reasons why I want to come to power. When I come to power, these are some of the things I'll do for Ghanaians. Simple. Leave the electoral commission alone to do its work. Okay? It's so surprising that they are giving no electoral. According to Evisankra, EC has so far failed to advance any cogent argument to justify its decision to procure a new biometric voter management system and compile new voters register. He said, for 18 respectable civil society organizations and other experts to shut down the EC's reason for a new voters register showed the commission had no basis. I'm quoting, what the EC's motivation for insisting on pursuing the same path that others had kicked against. That is what the Vosankra is asking. It is a procurement scam. According to Vosankra, after all, the EC just procured more of the devices for the referendum of the creation of the new regions, as well as the National Assembly elections in December last year. And so Vosankra is saying that if the EC goes on to procure new voters biometric registration machines, is a procurement scam. But my brother, my sister, don't underestimate the credibility of 2020 elections, upcoming elections. That has been the reason why the Electoral Commission wants to compile. They are going to compile new voters register. So don't stay home, okay? Just go and register. If you're Ghanaian, go and register so that you have opportunity to vote. Another DC member also stated, the National Youth Organizer of National Democratic Congress also stated that the party cannot be cowed into silence by the actions of Akufo-Addo administration concerning new voters register. What is this doing with Akufo-Addo? Akufo-Addo is a president. The Electoral Commission is an institution representing Ghanaians. Akufo-Addo does not make decisions for Electoral Commission. Electoral Commission is independent body, and the Constitution of Ghana has granted them permission to conduct elections and to compile voters register if the need arises. So why are you linking this to Akufo-Addo? How is this linked to Akufo-Addo? Electoral Commission, Akufo-Addo appointed the Electoral Commission, the same as Mahama appointed the Electoral Commissioner Charlotte Osei some time back. It is entrenched in the Constitution that the president has the sole power, authority to appoint the Electoral Commission. So they executed their duties as such. But Electoral Commission, immediately the person assumes office, is not under anybody's command or instructions or directives. Electoral Commission does his or her work according to the principle in the Constitution. So Jane Mensah is now the Electoral Commission. Whether the Akufo-Addo appointed her or not, She is there representing the people of Ghana to conduct elections and to announce the results of a person who will lead the country. So why are they disturbing the Electoral Commission? Allow the Electoral Commission to conduct its work, okay? As I'm speaking now, the NDC has called off all demonstrations they intended to go in the country. They say, okay, they are going to resort to mediation. Sit down, let's talk about that. Dialogue, let's talk about that. But why is it that the NDC is taking entrenched position, but compulsory? The EC should use the 2012 register. What is inside that register? That's where we find ourselves wanting. We don't understand what is actually inside the register. But the NDC is putting pressure on the EC to maintain to use the same register for elections. My bro, this is so surprising. You see, look at if you are budgeting something. Look at what the EC is going to do for the country. The EC, after they compile the new voters register, they will save the country 173 million Ghana cedis. At the same time, the decision is excellent. Why is it that you know for sure that the voters register, this is a vote, assuming this is a voters register, you know it's bloated. You know it's not credible to be used for upcoming elections. You're still insisting that no, they have to use the voters register, they have to use the voter register, they have to use what is inside the old voters, what is inside the register. NDC, if you have any concern about the register, the law of Ghana has given you opportunity to pursue it, the issue at court, to seek redress at court. So go to court. If you don't want the Electoral Commission to go ahead, just go to court and register your displeasure. That's what we call democracy, democratic dispensation. Everyone has a right to exercise himself or herself when the person sees that things are not going right. So exercise your franchise. Exercise the right that has been given to you. That go and seek redress. If you think the Electoral Commission is doing anything wrong, go to court. Simple. If you think Ghana's Electoral Commission is doing anything wrong, don't stay home. Just go to court and register your displeasure. That what the Electoral Commission is doing is not good. You don't like it. If you're looking at the situation, Ghanaians are looking for leaders who will help them to live comfortable life, who will help them to get job, who will help them to raise their standard of living. So if you have manifesto, if you have policies, programs that you can tell Ghanaians what you intend to do when you come to power, just go there and sell your message. Just go and sell your message. Go to villages, go to towns, do your campaign and tell Ghanaians what you want to do for the people of Ghana. And leave the independent body, Electoral Commission, alone to exercise its franchise. Whatever they've given to them to do, leave them alone to do their constitutional right, what they've been mandated to do. See, right now, the Electoral Commission, my information I've gathered is that the Electoral Commission is set to pick suppliers for the new voters register case, sealing the deal to compile a new voter register. The EC insists that the current case are outdated and needed to embark on new registration to bring the commission to speed on the way forward ahead the next elections in December. The commission said the compilation of a new voters register and acquisition of a biometric verification devices would only boost the credibility and integrity of the elections. As I'm speaking now, my information I've gathered has it that 4 companies have been shortlisted. 4 foreign-based suppliers have been shortlisted for the final selection for international competitive tender to enable the EC to roll out the new register. 2 of the companies, according to my sources, are from France and South Korea. And the winner may likely emerge next week to kickstart the process ahead of a compilation of a new voter register. The EC has already awarded the contract for the construction of new data center to Pezol Systems Limited, a local IT company, after similar international competitive tender. The commission is saving millions of cedis for switching to a new register instead of upgrading the existing one, which has got to its end use. So that's it. They are saving millions of dollars. So if you're a businessman and you are embarking on a business, and that business will help you to save millions of dollars, and the other one will help you to lose money, which one will you choose? Let's support the Electoral Commission. This is not Nanado, this is not MPP, this is not anything. MPP does not control the Electoral Commission. MPP does not control the Electoral Commission. What is this name? I don't want to mention the name. You know what you've written. When I finish, I'll block you from the announcer newspaper. You cannot come on the page again. We don't want insult on the page. We want you to write something constructive so that we all learn something from you. We all learn something. We are sharing ideas. Ideas cannot be contained in one person's head. You can have something to say. I can have something to say. Constructively, we all draw good conclusion. But if you come and you don't have anything meaningful to say and you insult, I will entertain you on this page again. And I'll not mention your name, but when I finish, I know the name, I will block you from the page. So that has been the issue. Ghana's election is very important election. It is time we all support the Electoral Commission for them to be able to embark on good venture to provide quality elections and then credible as well, free and fair elections, so that eventually it will promote development in the country. Do you know the importance of having free and fair elections? Do you know the importance of that? Peaceful elections would depict the country as a safe place for doing business within the sub-district and attract foreign direct investment. A peaceful, free, and fair elections will boost Ghana's credentials as a matured democracy and attract goodwill from international community. So it is better to allow the Electoral Commission to conduct the election in a peaceful atmosphere. If you have any concern, just go to court and register your displeasure. Allow court to work. If you believe that you are the party who will be able to manage the affairs of the country well, just go out and do your campaign. That's all. Allow Ghanaians to decide whether they want you or not. Rather than attacking the Electoral Commission, rather than saying something negative about the Electoral Commission, rather than portraying the Electoral Commission like they are doing something better for MPP rather than NDC or something. It's not like that. So my brother, my sister, if you're watching me live, right now, the date is set now officially. When the time is up, don't stay home, okay? Go and register. Go and register. It will give you opportunity to exercise your franchise. It will help you. Who is this? Look at. I won't mention those names. Immediately I finish, I also block you. If you have anything to say that you think is good, go to your own platform and say it. This is what I think is good for me, and this is what I'm saying. The date is April 18th. So if you hear that the time is getting closer, prepare, just put it on your calendar. April 18th, just go and register. The Electoral Commission is saying that they'll be able to commence the register, compilation of the register from April 18th to May 30th. After that, they will exhibit the register on August 15th. So go and register when the time is up so that you have opportunity to vote. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Daddy Fred. Nene, I'm blocking you now. Immediately I'm finished. So this is your last time you're coming on this platform. Thank you very much for joining me now. My name is Daddy Fred. May God Almighty God Richard bless you. Have a nice and wonderful morning. Bye.